Hello, how you doing, everyone? Good morning, my darlings. There we are. Oh, wow. Hang on, if I'm. Oh, that's awesome. Check out the picture, everyone. Mm, I don't know how you do it, Mr. Cladderson, sir. Genius. Not worth it. You see that view that's behind? Look at this. Look at this view. That's just amazing. Doesn't everybody want a view like that behind them, right? Have you ever a short novel by Stephen King called The Mist about that laboratory out in Maine and the local town suddenly finds themselves in a supermarket with all number of oogie boogity beasties all crawling around outside in the mist, eating residents of the township, right? Giant flies, giant leeches, giant octopus things. It's almost Lovecraftian in its storytelling coming out of the mist. Well, the view that is behind me while I am ironing is absolutely adorable. I love it. And it reminds me of the mist rolling in and all the terror that comes with it. Good morning, my darling. I'm sorry I'm a little, but my goodness me, the way it really was. Would you look at that piece of phenomenal art? I'm astounded, and my jaw has hit the floor. I love it. It's beautiful. Oh, I just feel as though I'm in a horror movie for you, my loves, and that you can join in and come along to the adventure. You've never read The Mist and you want to. It's a really, really short story. First appeared in a collection of short stories that Stephen King put together, and the book was called obviously Graveyard Shift. And The Mist was one of them, and I adore it. The Killer was also in that one. Don't know what that's about. That's an absolute hoot of a story. It's about a demonic Exactly. You might possess laundry, ironing machine. Yeah, if you just thought ironing couldn't get any more stressful, along comes the mangler. In fact, it was made into a movie in the 90s and it starred Robert Englund. Hello, Smith. Good morning, my love. So yes, if you like your laundry machines to be slightly demonic in nature, chase the residents of the town all around. I mean, can you imagine a ginormous ironing galloping down the streets, gobbling up the townsfolk? We come to the right place, babes. This is how we rock and roll in this country. Yeah, and that is also in the graveyard ship, as is the titular novella, Graveyard Ship, the giant fat rat which is eating the staff that are doing the night shift, or it's commonly known the graveyard shift. A giant fat rat. I mean, it's just the script writes itself. It really does. And then there is the raft, which is about four young, wonderful, very fit to newborns all decide that they want to go swimming in a lake that they've got at the side of the road. You know, as they're driving past, they sort of see a lake and they see in the middle of it, and they think that would be perfect for summer's expedition to go out swimming. They do fallen down and it's ivy and undergrowth. Says strictly no swimming only. But no, for our poor intrepid little adventurers, they don't see the sign, they strip off down to their underwear and go galloping into the water and swim out to the middle of the lake. And that's where they start having a lot of problems. And one by one, they are picked off by the creature in the black lagoony type monster that's hiding there. Oh my goodness me, my lovely. Thought you were having a bad day. Spare a thought for the teenagers. Yeah, they thought they were going out on this one got eaten, scoffed, doubled up, never to be seen again. Yeah, that's a really good short story. I would love to have a copy again of The Graveyard Shift. I did own when I was a student. I loaned it to a friend that I was at college with, and I never saw it again. But there's some awesome stories in there, and I said they're only short stories, but if you can find a copy of The Graveyard Shift, because it's quite hard to get hold of, so when they're not printed, grab yourself a copy. It's worth a pretty penny. But then it was about 85p a pound when it first came out, being a paperback, and they're now exchanging uh, between 40 and 80 quid. So for a pound to buy it originally, and then for what it's worth now, it's a little investment. I always used to like Stephen King's really short stories. You know, sometimes. and I've been told this by writers, that it takes more effort and energy into writing a small, short story than it actually does to write an entire novel. Because you've got to think of a beginning, middle, and an end, and it can't take place over more than, say, 15, 20 pages. So you've got a heck of a lot in that short period of pages, haven't you? I mean, would you believe The Long Walk? Actually, a very short novella. Yeah, back when Stephen King was in his early 20s, he wrote that. I agree. It's why I like films. Yeah, he got a heck of a lot to kind of punch in to make it work, you know? I mean, when you think about Stephen King, the premise of writing The Long Walk, 100 boys, one gruesome end, 99 that don't make it. How long are they gonna walk for? Well, go until the last one's doing the walk. And I just think the concept is simple and yet so brilliantly put together. The golden parrot is dangled down. Each boy thinks he's got the chance to win it, and it's about their own personal journey into hell and how they deal with their final minutes, hours, whatever, against the backdrop of a dystopian, desperate run America. And there you go. A very, very simple plot, brilliantly executed, if you'll pardon, because that is exactly what we are doing, executing these teenagers for ratings on the television because, hey, you're being filmed the entire way. I mean, oof. And there you go, there's your story. Nine, 100 start off, one wins at the end. Out the hell that goes on in between. And yet, as barbaric as it is, you can't take your eyes away from it. You're thinking to yourself, surely it cannot get any worse. But it's like Stephen King just went, hold my beer, and off he goes, and infinitely makes it even worse than it was 5 minutes earlier. So, if you've not been to it yet, please do so because although it's slightly different, and especially the ending of of the book versus the film, they both complement each other so well. You know, while the storm's raging behind through this, I just cannot take my eyes off it. It is absolutely stunning, this artwork. I'm imagining that there is a roaring fire near me, and I've got two little cats, one called Monty, and Dexter's come over for a sleepover and a play with Monty. And he's come over to sleepover for the night because they're having a Halloween adventure, Monty and Dexter. But at the moment, they are both curled up on the log fire, their tummies full with all their favourite things like turkey deli for little Dexter, and Monty has had a little, what's his favourite? He likes duck, so he's had a little bit of roasted duck. and Dexter's had a little bit of roasted turkey belly, and both of them had some kitten milk, and, the pair of them are full tummies, and they're nice and warm, curled up by the fire, while the storm rages behind me out the window. And because they've got each other, all is right with the world, and I can go on talking to you guys while I'm doing the ironing. Well, how you doing, love? Good afternoon, one and all. I enjoyed your Frosty Kitty video. Ah, thank you. Know, that short video, 200 wheels. I'm glad I found this live stream. I'm glad you're here, 200 wheels. Do you like the song? Do you like it? Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Ah, boom. Do you know that live stream? Your day is, oh dear, what went, go on, tell us all about it, sweetheart. While the thunder and lightning's going on, can you just pass on my thanks to Cladders, please, another space note. I adore this artwork. Awesome. I've just given you a full-on story about what's going on. I'm pretending I've got Monty and Dexter here and we're having a sleepover. Hey, well, hey, 200 wheels. I'd like to say that another space note is getting better slowly, but he's still quite under the weather. So we're all going to send you a hug. Another space note. Big thumbs up. That short that I did this morning, 2 hours ago, with Monty pretending to be Jack Torrance, did not realise that it had done, what were we at? 830 views in 2 hours? 830 views in 2 hours on an 8-second short. Yes, I space note. Hope you feel better soon. We all do, because he sounds, ooh, got this chest infection, man. It's not taking any prisoners, that's for sure. I love that storm that's going on. Yeah, as far as shorts go, 830 views in under 2 hours, or just around about 2 hours. I didn't think that we'd do that. So every time I do something, I'm testing to see what it'll do. And I'm really, really glad you liked it because I enjoyed putting it together. I think my short videos, the most I've ever achieved in total, it's around about 150,000 views, but that's been like an accumulative thing over, say, nearly 2 years. Yeah, we're all praying for you another space note. I hope these antibiotics are starting to kick in, lad. So how's your day going, 200 wheels? How's yours, Will? And I've already chatted with another space nut this morning. Well, when he's been able to speak, bless him. You're on the mend, but it's a slow process. 200 wheels, well, okay. It's my channel. I'm trying my hardest to make my viewers and subscribers every time I'm free. Like low views and low subscribers and low engagement. Hmm. Will, I'm doing okay, thanks. Just chilling out on walk. Hope you're all well. Congrats on the views this morning. It's still a learning curve. Digital voodoo. Oh, mate, can I just say, you speak to my heart when you have given me this. This is beautiful. I love it. Oh, H.P. Lovecraft and the Mist, Stephen King. Yes. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. If I could live in my castle and have that outside in my garden, I'd never leave. I'd be there forever. You speak to my soul when it comes to giving artwork like that. It's beautiful. Stunning. Thank you very, very much. I'm in my happy place right now. Yeah, you'd be the same. Absolutely. This is my happy place. This is where my soul wants to be. Yeah. My dream will be to live in a big, glorious house with a permanent physical store. Same. Yeah. This is when we're the area that I live, when we have what I call like a biblical storm raging through, you can see it tunneling down the valley. Yeah, he wants to be Noah. But we all know what happened to Joan of Arc, don't we? And I think maybe Noah was alone. He lived in a boat, yeah. He had Joan of Arc with him, but she got burned. Very tragic ending. But oh yeah, when we get a storm that rolls in over the moorland and you can see it coming in, it's like a black cloud in it, like funnels down the valley, and it's spectacular. And you can see the thunder and the lightning and the rain just driving down over the moors. It's oh, it's stunning. Now, I'm still puzzling for you, 200 wheels. Some people consider boats a home. They do down where I live. Yeah, there's lots of people that have houseboats. Really, I'm puzzling for an idea that's going to really get 200 wheels moving. And I know he loves his transport. I keep going back, sleep videos, that makes you want to nod off when you're listening, like the relaxation of rain on a window is something that I adore to listen to. It just makes me feel sleepy and cozy. And I'm thinking along the lines of if he's got a driving video and the windshield wipers are going and the radio's on but low and he's listening to some relaxing music and the windshield wipers and the beating soft patter of the rain. I think that would work as a help as like a steady. I'm not being rude when I say I'm not sure he took my ideas advice on board. No, 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 you're not. You're not. Like 200 wheels. We really are trying to help you. There is something comforting about being somewhere warm, dry, and snuggled up in bed while there's a rainstorm raging outside, right? There's something relaxed about hearing the rain pattering on the window. And I seriously think you ought to look at making people get to sleep while listening to one of your sleep apps on your channel. Yeah, I know it's gonna work for you because I've listened to some of your where you've done that and it's put me to sleep. So I'm just saying from my experience, that is where you really ought to look into it and take on board another Space Nuts advice because he knows what he's talking about. And I'm just in awe of the storm that's raging outside, and I'm just feeling extra cozy right now because with me being downstairs and I'm in here and I've got no windows as it is. So, and it's dark outside corridor, so I think it might actually be raining outside. How many customers do I have? I have 10 customers a week, every and they will all send me, on average, 40 items of clothing each, plus bedding, and anything else. Table linen, curtains sometimes. You name it, they send it week in, week out. And that's on top of that, I have washing and folding done. I am never not busy. I work 4 days a week because the fifth day I like to clean my home. Welcome back, Tom. And the weekend I like to have with my husband and my kids when they're at home. And I also like to see our Monty because he's, well, currently he was outside, but I reckon going down is probably going to be indoors now. But anyway, you're ruining the fantasy. In my fantasy world, in my little place where I'm happy, and my heart is really there, and so is my soul. Henceforth, this storm that we've got raging behind us, you can see the rain coming down and the thunder and lightning. I've got a raging fire in this little fantasy world of mine. Hello, Chef Gravy. And in front of this said pretend fire that I've got going on, I have Monty and Dexter, and they are curled up, asleep on a rug, their tummies full with roasted duck and roast turkey. And they've also had some kitten milk. In my little fantasy world. You're all good, guys. That's good. So that's what's going on in my little fantasy world while I'm talking to you all. It's cozy, it's cuddly, it's awesome. We're in fairyland. Do you like the storm that's raging outside, Chef? What do you think? Do you like the back? Oh, this is my happy place, man. You can just leave me here, everybody. I'll be a good girl. I won't do anything to upset anyone. Oh, my little girl. She's just sending me a little message. Ah, thank you, Tom. Very sweet of you to say so. I don't mind doing ironing. I've been doing this job now for 15 years, and it was a needs must when I got going. As in, I need to put food on the table. And then, as they say, the rest of it Flow from that if you want, if you like. It pays enough to ensure that we're not on the streets. Which is what we nearly were. But like many things in life, you need to be working full out in order to just stave off poverty. This isn't a job that I would recommend that you do if you want to be very, very rich. It pays just enough to keep a roof over your head and food on the table. The Anita Roddick business plan, right? That woman went to hell in a handcart. She started the body shop, right? You know, the smelly shop. Her husband suddenly decided one morning, woke up one morning and said he wanted to go riding horses in Estonia. So off he went and left her at home with the three kids and the mortgage and no idea how she was going to pay it because he just walked out on her and her family. So she said to herself, right, pull myself up by my bootstraps. I've got to get on and make some money, keep a roof over the kids' heads, and put food on the table. And that's where my saying comes from her, what she did, by her example. If I can run a business, roof over our head, food on the table, then anything else that we get on the side of it is a bonus. And that's called the Anita Roddick School of Business. Or, as I've turned it into, the fairy tales. This is how we're going to do it, baby. We are in the process of buying the home from the mortgage company. Um, so one day, when I'm really old and grey, I can turn around and say, "Oh, this is my home," and I'm going to pop off. And death duties will probably end up having it taken off the kids. So I'll own it for like 5 minutes before I jump in the box. Not in my look. The one thing that they don't teach you in business school, but they should, right, is that you need, when you're doing a business plan, and this is for any business that you're going to go into, you need to do it with a piece of paper and a pencil and an eraser because although you've got these lovely ideas about how your business is going to get going, this is what you're going to do, this is how much everything's going to cost. The minute you try to enact anything that's written down on that piece of paper, it's probably not going to happen quite the way you envisaged. So look at it, modify it, rub it out, change it a little bit, and do your business plan as your business is unfolding in front of you, as in like real time, because that's the only way you're going to do it. I just bought a second house to rent out. Again, Tom, you'll know then. I want to lay off the. Oh, I don't understand um what you meant by that, chef. Anyway, it's not easy getting a business going, and it's even harder keeping it going, especially in today's economy. I salute anyone who put their hand into their own pocket, produce something out of nothing, and then make it work. You are true heroes. Sorry, I've got a family that's trying to get my attention. Anyway, it's not easy. You were always got this worry. What if I fail? Who will pay me on Friday? How am I going to make this work? And you're always worrying about failure. What if I fail? But my darling, what if you fly? What if you make this so spectacular and so flipping amazing? You're never going to know unless you try. Yeah, I've had some turkeys. I've had things blow up in my face. I've had my backside handed to me on a plate. But it's never stopped me from getting there and doing it again, right? Differently. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, right? You're gonna fail well, and fail well the second time. And eventually you won't be failing, but you'll be flying. And that's just from experience of my life. Not everything you touch is going to turn to gold. But one day, my lovelies, you'll strike upon the thing that makes you go pink. And when you do it so well, do it so fantastically that everybody's going to want a piece of your ass because they'll want to be with you on your journey. Well, no, sweetheart, I'm afraid I haven't. And in our country, when you say the words pop off, it means you've suddenly got an express ticket to heaven. So, do you want to call it something else? People make a new hashtag on YouTube. They're thinking it's a new trend and it's random words. Oh, well, there you go. That's one thing I oh, the new one is in. Oh, how strange. Oh well, such is life and all that. Oh yeah. I did not know that that was a trend. That was a thing. How very strange. Well, there we are, my darling. Anyway, what I do every day, Chef, is I think about things that I enjoy, and I think that you guys might get a laugh out of it, and you might enjoy it, and I'll think up a way that I can create it, put it up onto the screen for you. Like, for instance, this morning I did a skit with The Shining, and I just thought I'd do an 8-second clip and I'd see if it would work. And it seems to have done the trick because we're somewhere in the region of in round about 2 hours, we did 830 views, which I don't think bad for an 8-second clip. Um, you know, it was short and just to see whether or not it'd work. So if anybody like wants to share the artwork or give it a thumbs up, please feel free. I'll be around for a while today, I think. I've got quite a chunk in this bag. There's at least 40 items. Green garment. Yes, yes. It's mustard. It's a mustard colour. But yeah. Oh, Betty, we need some water. We're out of water. There we are. I'm back. Invisibility cloak. You wouldn't believe it, would you? You see me? You've just given me an idea. I'm going to have a look and see if I can find a green onesie on Amazon. Because I've got an idea that's forming in my head for Halloween. Google a morph suit. My good man, you've just read my mind. It'd have to be a bloody big one. I've got some right knockers I need to fit in. Maybe we can spray them green. They do bigger size. Well, they need to make a bloody big size. But see how big I am? This face note has the same issue, so I understand how it can cause issues. Exactly. Exactly. Favorite Jurassic Park World movie. Hmm. The one, actually, the one that where they go to the island for the very first time, the one that's actually original, and the one that was from Michael Crichton's book. And if you've ever read the book and you've read right, and you've seen the film, the book is way more detailed. Ilsa Nebula, the island, the one that Dr. John Hammond is on. Um, the characters that are in there, especially the role that Samuel L. Jackson as the engineer in the computer room that is controlling the entire park, right? His role was infinitely bigger than it was actually in the movie. I found it funny when Newman from Seinfeld turned up in Jurassic Park. That guy just looks funny. He doesn't need to say anything. No, he doesn't. You're absolutely right. Exactly. But again, what the character that they chose for the movie versus the name of the character in the book, death was infinitely more grisly in the book than it was in the film. I think Steven Spielberg realised that he was going to be dealing with a lot of kids coming to see this film. So an awful lot. I mean, the deaths in the book were very epic. I mean, very gnarly in the book. And there is a particular scene within the book, right at the beginning, where they're absolutely convinced, John Hammond and everybody that's on the island, that none of the dinosaurs off the island. And in a neighbouring island about maybe 10, 15 kilometres away, there's a horrific scene right at the beginning of the book where they've got a baby, and the baby, they believe, is in its Moses basket, and it's they think gurgling away, and it's happily chattering to itself while it's in the Moses basket, going to check the baby. And when they look into the basket, oh, oh my God, it's every parent's worst nightmare looking straight back at them. And when I say critters were tucking in. They were really having a good old chomp. There wasn't a right lot left at baby. So, I mean, they couldn't put that movie now, could they? But it was there in the book. That if I leave, just know I'm asleep. Okay, chef. Not a problem, my darling. Oh, did you like the artwork, by the way, darling? Before you head off, you like the thunderstorm that we've got going on? 9 tons of T-Rex. Yeah. Oh my, that scene where the lawyer is sat on the toilet and it's hiding from the T-Rex and it gets munched. That's sorry, the audio cut out. I was asking, do you like the artwork? Do you like the thunderstorm? Oh, thank you, darling. I'll let Cladders know because it was him, Mr. Cladders did the artwork for us. Digital Voodoo. Yeah, that's the one. What's going on this weekend, Fairy? I am going to be recording this weekend for Halloween. Got quite a lot of videos that I need. Um, so that's what I'll be doing. The spinal versus the skull was completely inaccurate. Yeah, you got to remember that what they're dealing with. I mean, back then it wasn't so much CGI. Steven Spielberg was still relying an awful lot on animatronics, which is a good thing because I like to see more animatronics used in, you know, movies and stuff instead of being CGI. I'm a little bit old-fashioned to movies. With a monster in it, make the monster look real. I forgot to ask you about your carbonara. What do you put in it? Oh, I had some mushrooms in mine and some pancetta. So it wasn't a true carbonara, but it was like a white sauce over linguine. So I quite like a little bit of mushroom and a little bit with a white sauce. Do I put cream? I put cream in mine because I'm an indulgent person. My nickname was Linguine. Oh, scientists had a completely wrong image of the Spino, so it was way different to Rebirth Spino than in Jurassic Park 3. Yeah. Do you want to know how old I am? Yeah. One moment. Do you know what that is? It's a no, it's a VHS tape. There we are. Yeah, it came out in 1990. 90, and I've mentioned 65 million years in the making, and it came out in 93. How old was I in 93? Bearing in mind I left school in 92. I was 7 years old when that movie came out. I was 17, chef, when that film came out. And I got that video at Christmas. Oh, wow. You see, I still own a player. It's not a, it's a shark, and it still works. What a good time to be 17, I tell you. You've not lived unless you've been in the era that we were in. I would not change living as a child in the 70s, teenager in the 80s, and a young adult in the 90s. What a My God, I didn't want. Right, I've just done my first 10. You weren't born in the 2000s. No, babes, but my children were. You were on. Oh, bless you. What a time. You know what I loved about the 70s and the 80s? It was a slower pace of life. On a Sunday, you didn't do anything. You didn't do house cleaning. You didn't have to go to the shops. You didn't have to do anything. Why was that? Because nothing. Life was way better time. It was simpler, and we had a. It was just great. Yeah, we get 4-second cocomelon cuts. I don't know what one of those is, but I'm guessing from the way that your emojis are crying, it's not good. Yeah, it did. The thought of going into the year 2000 for many of us. The thought of going into the year 2000s for many of us scares the living whatsits out of us. We were thinking by the time we got to year 2000, it's going to be like how it was in Back to the Part 2. Well, the Millennium Bug, God, yeah, everything was Y2K compliant if you had a pen. We thought all the computers were going to go back to like the 1900s or something. Is a creator on YouTube. I use them as an example a lot. Okay. I've never heard of a cocomelon. I thought it was some sort of lobotomy. You go, 2022 was the best year post 2019. Hmm. Let me think. 2026, I'd like it to be a good year. I'd like it excellent year because I will be 50. You know, when you think that I'm going to hit the earth and I'm going to be 50 years old, Cocomelon actually rots your brain. Oh, well, I did say I had a feeling that it might be used in a lobotomy, but I wasn't sure. But you just confirmed what I was thinking. Okay, no worries. No, 2026, I want it to be a good year. I will have been around the sun 50 times. I don't look a day over 39. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. You're looking at me not close up then. Have you seen laughter lines that I've got going around these eyes? You're very kind, Will. Good grief, I've got chunks that are missing out of my body. I've got teeth missing. I've got lines that are on my body. My hair's going white and I'm dyeing it to make it look blonde. And if I don't look it, my body's certainly feeling it. I can feel my aches and pains on my body that sometimes I'm all right. Sometimes I'm so crippled, I can barely stand. Time to merge with the machines and get eternal youth. Don't think it ain't crossed my mind, love. Glenn Foster, the machine ends. That was all right until the machine stopped, then restop. That's actually a really good short dystopian story. Ian Foster, you wouldn't have thought that Ian Foster and dystopian books would have gone together. But she wrote a good one, Bacon Guy drama. No, I have not seen Bacon. Ghost in the Machine. Oh, that's a good one. I like Ghost in the Shell. I haven't seen The Bacon Guy. What's that about? About a guy that sells bacon? The Bacon Guy haters are actually. Oh, okay. Well, I've not heard of that one, my lovely. Is that a programme that's going on in your country? The computer wore tennis shoes. Ooh, now that starred a very young Kurt Russell. And it was done by Disney. How about Edgar from Electric Dreams? People hate him because. Oh, right. Oh, I've never heard of him. Oh, well. The thing that you have to remember at the moment, Chef, is if you don't fit the persona or the narrative of what is going on around you, you're singled out. So you've got two choices. You either keep your mouth shut and you go with the flow, or you stand there and say something. Eventually, all those people that are sat on the fence, right, will eventually end up with splinters in their backsides. So, just saying. I don't think it's Kevin. I just think it's somebody that's on YouTube. Well, but even I'm a bit lost. Oh, don't mind me, everybody. I'm eating jelly babies. I love jelly babies. Just in case you were ever wondering what my actual favourite sweetie is, right? It's jelly babies. Mm, yeah. Oh, heck. This is the only problem sometimes. Armpits, especially when they don't use deodorant. Whew. It's a good job you lot got smell-o-vision, you lot. You'd pass out. And on YouTube, he rates movies. Phobia's a big business these days. They sure are. So is not using deodorant by the sounds of things, or by the smells of things. You're so lucky that you can't sniff what I'm sniffing right now. 7 thumbs ups. Oh, hey, you're doing well. Mm, these shirts. The shirts will. You can't smell it. You can't smell it, but it's there. Aren't they already washed? Yes, my darling. Yes, they are. But I have absolutely no control over what they use to wash their clothing with, and I have no control over whether or not they use a deodorant. Sometimes it's just baked in, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. The worst, yeah. Oh, believe me, my darling, I'm nose blind. It's enough to make a grown woman cry. It's questionable at best whether or not things have actually been washed, and you just have to take it that they have done uh, for the best. What time is it? 1:15. We're doing well, everyone. 1:15, and we're halfway through a bag. I used to work with a guy whose personal hygiene was a disgrace. It should be criminal. Well, my lovely, people just don't care. I mean, they're lovely, lovely people, but just sometimes, so it's more the old shirts, really, that are the worst. But no, it's just how it is. It's not perfect. It's not the worst. It's certainly not the best, but it's somewhere in between. And you just go with it, yeah, go with the flow. I wish my family would leave me alone today. They're doing nothing but whiz-wazzing. I don't know. Right. I'm thinking of writing a comedy sitcom for fun. Okay, what are your parameters for your sitcom gonna be? Who do you want as your fall guy, fall girl? What's the comedy gonna be about? Will it be politically driven? Social satire? I'm thinking of it being about a bloke who dresses. Oh, oh, okay. And see what he can get. Oh, mm. Opposed to the. Oh, okay. Mm. Do you remember a comedy sketch a few years ago where there were a bunch of girls and they were all dressed in the, yeah, and they were all commenting about the being brides of a certain selection of gentlemen, and the big tagline on it was, and the tagline always was, look at the chains that her husband gave her. Why can't my husband give me those? Along that line, I can't remember what it was called, but it always ended up with, does my bum look big in this? And I honestly cannot remember the name of it, but it was around in the early 2000s. It was a bit like the Fast Show. Yeah, it was like the Fast Show, but it wasn't because it was done with the whole of the radio in the UK. Yeah, yes, it is. Do you like the background? It was a Middle Eastern comedy show. It was very good. Light smudge on one of the windows, but I like the thunder. Ha 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 ha. Thank you very much. You can thank Voodoo. Little Voodoo doing the background. Isn't he amazing? Tell you, what it needs is a ginormous spider scampering through the woodland. You just see him every now and again. See the trees moving, and you can see the spider. No, no, it's just my happy place. If I had a place where I could be permanently, it would be here in the storms, in the twilight, in this room, hiding away with a log fire and two little cats sleeping. It's Britain. Yes, that's right, chef. It is Britain. Anyway, this one browser. I hope you're enjoying it. And maybe you want to stay a while and warm yourself by the fire and keep me company while I do dining. Definitely the best green screen so far. The others in the past had an outline when you moved. Oh, right. Thank you. I did not look. We're just learning. Oh, this is only our third day of doing this, so we're learning as we go. I'm going to bed in 5. Oh, okay, chef, my darling. I hope you sleep well and have a lovely night. Oh, sweetheart, before you disappear, did you like your birthday card? Was it okay? I wish I could have sent it you in person, but unfortunately I didn't know it was your birthday until you told me. And so I did a very quick, but I hope you liked it. Oh, that's good, sweetheart. I'm so glad. Now I know when it is. I'll have more time to prepare for next year. Good night, darling. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite, and if they do, hit them with a shoe. Good night. You're going now. Mwah. Good night, my lovely boy. I hope you have the best night's sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good night, Chef, my lovely. I shall see you tomorrow. Of course, it's in my fantasy world that they are asleep and this imaginary rug in front of the fireplace in my little fantasy, like in my happy place. This is why I love this time of year, with it being very autumnal, with the storm rolling through. Come sit a while by my fire, take the world off your shoulders, and sit and tell me all about everything that you've got. This is a place for where weary travellers can come and sit a while, have a cup of tea, and warm your feet by the fire, and tell me all about what's going on in your day, and watch the kitties as they by the fireplace. while the storm rages outside. You are warm and safe and sleepy by the fireside with the kittens as they sleep with full tummies and kitten milk. Doesn't that sound inviting? Doesn't that sound gloriously cozy? Mm. Yes. Yeah, you know you want to stay, don't you? Have a warm cup of tea. Maybe you'd like a warm crumpet with some butter on top. Mm, wouldn't that sound nice? And maybe some strawberry jam. Yeah, that's what we have when we're in the House of Fairy. Yeah, cozy, safe, warm. Mhm. You know you want to come in and you know you want to sit in that armchair and keep me company while I stand and do the ironing, and you can put your feet up by the side of the fire and enjoy a beautiful, cozy evening with the fairy. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be absolutely perfect. My dream evening. And all you have to do is keep pouring the tea into the cups and putting a log on the fire and keeping us warm while I stand and I do the iron. How awesome does that sound? And this can be our own private, cozy little place that we can go to. Nothing wrong with that setup. Absolutely will. Isn't it just the coziest I oh yeah. I can do the ironing, get to put the logs on the fire and keep the hot cups of tea coming, along with nice crumpet, maybe muffins with a bit of butter on top and some nice strawberry jam. Or if you don't like and the cats can sleep gently on the rug and the rain down on the window and it's comforting and it's cozy. Any music or background. Oh, what shall we listen to? Do we want some easy listening music or do we want rock or shall we have jazz playing in the background? Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Jazz. We'll have some jazz playing in the background. Will. Yeah. Now perfect, cozy, cozy little place. Oh, it sounds perfect. And the cats are gently snoozing. And you see, I've just created a happy place Oh, yeah. I could stay here in my mind. Definitely. Mm. And we could be making all the plans and doing the meal planning and thinking about all the. Oh, yeah. That sounds absolutely flipping awesome. Mm. Ordering a Chinese. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, Chinese food, definitely. Mm. We could have that for our evening meal. Okay, what we're gonna have to drink with our meal? What we're gonna have? I could do some Singapore sling cocktails to start off with if you like gin. Mm, sounds heavenly, doesn't it? Rice crackers, maybe do some, and spring roll. Actually, Barry, I am barring and gave up drinking alcohol 3 years. Oh, right, yeah, not a problem. We can make these non-alcoholic, I am very good at making non-alcoholic cocktails. They're known as mocktails. I'm also really good and able to make most desserts. Yeah, I like mocktails. I can do that. What's your favorite kind of anything strawberry based? Ooh, would you like a real made eaten mess? I can do those. I'm very good. I can do cheesecake. I can do jam roly-poly and custard. I'm very good at strawberry fool. I can do that. Have you ever had a strawberry tart? Strawberry chocolate it is. You could have that, not a problem. It's actually a very nice evening, isn't it? Yes. Don't waste strawberries on her, darling. They're not, she's not worth strawberries. Oh, don't give the other one, Rachel, any ideas. She'll start taxing strawberries. Yeah. Anything else you'd like for the perfect evening in this wonderful, idyllic, glorious place that we're imagining, with the cats gently sleeping on the mat in front of the fire? Of course, I would be making the Chinese takeaway from scratch at home because that's how I roll. I am very good at making Chinese food, or should I say, but also at Japanese food as well. So I'm not a bad chef. I am very good. I am very capable in the kitchen. I am also a good domestic girl. I keep the house clean and I do all the laundry. Nothing else is required. It is perfect. Just as lovely. Well then, as I am a magical being, I shall make with my magic wand, which in my case will have to be a wonky coat hanger. And there we go. Wizzy wizzy, let's get busy. And it has become, and it is. I'll accept my Chinese home cooking. Thank you. You will never be disappointed. I can pretty much make anything. Hoisin, black bean, teriyaki, sour, ginger and garlic. You are the wish me, wish I am. Except my wishes don't kill you. Well, not like the Wishmaster, who is absolutely terrifying. That is such a good film. Alan Asco! You're here, Alan! Hello! The Lady of the Lake, the Water Fairy. That's raccoon! I thought you'd be asleep. There you go. I'll mind out of the way so you can see it. What do you think? Do you like the background? It's awesome, isn't it? Just the perfect evening here, and I'm making Chinese food, and I'm making cocktails, and the cats are sleeping on the rug in front of an open fire while I was doing the ironing. And then I'm going to make Chinese. I have to run out to so thanks for the memories. You're more than welcome, Will. I know you can't be a real fairy because real fairies don't like iron. Like the news. Ah, well, I am I'm a super iron, but it's not made of iron. Yeah, it's magical. I normally would be, but I've got to get up and do a cleaning job at 8:44. Oh, you go to school, cracked raccoon. Oh, you poor boy. You deserve love hearts as well. You poor thing. I'll send you some love hearts to keep you going. Make sure that you're unable to job and then go to school because otherwise you're going to go home. So what's happening in your world, Alan? How's life treating you today, my darling? How's Carol? She all right? Is she feeling a bit better? 'Cause I know she had a heavy cold. Oops. Would I believe I forgot to do this sleeve? I actually genuinely do think it's really raining outside and not just imaginary raining in my imaginary world. You like Chinese food as well, don't you, Alan? 'Cause that's what I'm cooking apparently tonight. You can really feel the change in the air. Halloween is coming. It's going well, thank you. And yet Carol is good. Oh, I'm so pleased, sweetheart. Sending you some love hearts. There you go, Alan. There you go, my darling. The other two were telling me we're going to be watching Night of the Living Dead. I love that movie. Yes, I do. Yes, that is the movie of the moment. I thought we'd all be able to watch it together. Wouldn't that be a great idea? Honestly, I absolutely am fizzing. I cannot wait to watch that. It's going to be an absolute blast. I know we're all going to have a good time. It's going to be so funny. We're all so excited. We're all in the same room at the same time watching the same film. It definitely would be. I remember watching it one night while eating 2 bags of corn nuts. Oh, goodness me, how did you manage to fit all that in? I'll be back in a sec. My machine's just gone ping. Sorry, had to go change and swap the dryer around. Thing in the dryer, the towels in the dryer are not dry yet. They will be. Oh, goodness me. I love this woman dearly, but she cannot send a shirt ever without it being inside out, back to front. Ooh, that was a nice bolt of lightning, wasn't it? So you're going to get some sleep though, cracked raccoon, darling. Otherwise, you're not gonna get up and you're not gonna be feeling very well if you don't get any sleep. How are the ghost walks coming along, Alan? Are you got many booked? I hope you do. I mean, I can imagine Halloween's gonna be pretty busy. Of course I will eventually. Oh, bless. Don't you get in a bother, young man. Alan, yeah, it's wall to wall in October. Oh, I thought you'd be busy, lad. That's a good thing. I'm so honest, mate. I am absolutely sponge for you. Oh, the storm's really intensifying behind me, isn't it? Wowzers. I'll be glad when I've got this ironing out of the way. I'm feeling so tired today. Do you know what time I woke up? I didn't even hear my husband go to work this morning. I woke up at quarter to 7, no, quarter to 8 this morning, and I was like, oh, I'm late. I'm late getting out of bed. I was in like, ah, I need to get up. That is not like me. I must be so tired that I literally could not get my bum out of bed this morning. I was in a right state. I panicked and everything, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to be late. The sleep through. Well, I was awake at 2 this morning, just very briefly, and I was like, what time is it? What time is it? You know, and I looked at the clock and it was 2 in the morning. What am I doing awake at 2 in the morning? So I nodded back off to sleep, and I said, I don't remember my husband leaving and going to work, and I woke up and it was quarter to 8, and I was like, no. And I'm like diving out of bed, and the Monty is looking at me. I just said, what's wrong with mother? I must have looked like a lunatic throwing myself out of bed this morning. All my hair was stood on end. I tell you what, I've been rewatching Highway to Heaven. Corny, but good. Oh, what was it? I used to watch that with my grandmother when it was on the telly back in the 80s on a Monday and a Wednesday afternoon, I think it was, on ITV. Oh my goodness, that is a blast from the past. Goodness me. Oh, it is corny, but it is brilliant. I love old things like that. It's on Amazon. Really? Oh, mate, now you watch. what's it about? It's about two angels that are helping people that need help when they're having a problem. It's their job, isn't it, Alan? To assist all these earthly beings and be there for their time to pass over. Because that's what their job is. They're guardian angels. One angel and a human keep your friends. Yeah, and that's what they do, and they just help. Sorry, I thought they were both angels for some reason, but one's an angel and one isn't. One's a human, and they do their very best to sort out terrible situations. And it is. It's cute. It's wholesome, and it makes the world a better place. The human is an ex-cop. That's correct. Thank you. It starred the dude that was in Little House in the Prairie. He played the dad, and I'm sure he was in Bonanza as well. Or maybe I've got the wrong one. Tell you what you do need to do, Alan. Some more of those podcasts. You were absolutely brilliant in that. I listened to it again last night, and I loved the story about the black dog in the prison, in Newgate Prison. Oh my God, I love his acting. Yeah, he's such a good actor, isn't he? I always like watching House in the Prairie on a Sunday morning. I think it used to be on Channel 4. I mean, I'm going back. Laura Ingalls, Little House in the Prairie. What time are we on? It's 2 o'clock, everybody. Right, I've got 2 hours to get this lot done. You know what movie I always loved was Overboard. Oh, that is Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Yes, that is a good film. Yeah, and that was about a very rich woman who loses her memory and she goes into the water and she's found by Kurt Russell, and he brings her back to his house and tells her that she's his wife and she's the mother of the three kids that she sees before her. And yeah, it's quite funny, if I remember rightly. I hate when they do remakes of the older ones. Yeah, I know. But somehow, when they do a remake, do you think that they lose a little bit of something that is in the original movie? Because I do. Oh, hang on. It is green. Oh, it's a head. Floating head. I'm gonna write if they remake Uncle Buck. You can't remake Uncle Buck. You can't do that. Have you ever seen the one that he did with Dan Aykroyd and the bear? I think the film was called The Great Outdoors, where they all go camping, log cabin, weekend. It is absolutely hysterical. And they have to plug the one lamp in to make it work, and they fire it and they blow the bear's backside off. Well, all the fur of the bear's bum, and he really does end up with a bear bum, and it's just so funny. If you've not seen that one, do watch it. It is hysterical. Yeah, yeah, my mum showed me all of those classics. Honestly, when they plug that lamp in, fire it off, and all the fur on that bear's bottom goes off, and it goes yelping off into the forest. I absolutely, there isn't a dry eye in our house. We're hysterical. Just one of these movies that is flipping 1980s awesome. Oh, sweetheart, your parents have done you proud. Can I ask, can anybody hear a really, really strange sound in my background? Or is everything all right? I like when the one lady said to, what's his name? Wife, oh, go find Vince. Oh my, that's naughty. Yes, yes, I know. You children should not know such things. You're too young. naughty, naughty. Gosh, have we been streaming for 2 hours? Blimey. Time flies, guys, when you're having fun. Are you just on your lunch break, Alan? I figured you might be, sweetheart. I'm afraid another space that's still feeling very much weather. He's still not well. Although I do hope that the antibiotics are kicking in pretty soon. Would be, wouldn't it? Oh, gosh, I think we've just about half a basket to do, my darlings. I couldn't tell you how much we've ironed though. I'm guessing about 15, probably 20 items so far. Let's have a look. 19. That wasn't a bad guess. We're on to the 20th item now. So there's probably about 15 items left in the bag. It's naughty. I definitely didn't know what you do now. Five people and 11 thumbs ups. Wow. Hey, thank you, everyone. Oh, that's sweet of you. Appreciate the thumbs up, everyone. Feel free to hang out with us in our magical little place that is so cute and cozy, with the cat sleeping on the mat. You really need to go get some sleep, my little raccoon, because if you don't, my darling, you're going to wake up and you're going to be so grumpy grops in the morning. There we are. That was easier. Yeah. What do we like to try and do? Make this place as cozy as possible. Nice and sit down and get cozy in front of the fire and have a nice. I know, my darling, but you've got to be up in the morning and you've got to be ready for school. You're not going to be bright and bushy tailed if you're not going to get yourself up and ready. Are you mellow? Mm, I'm gonna get A's and B's. You won't be top of the class if you don't get the rest that you know. I'm just thinking about you, that's all, my lovely. You can join me tomorrow, you know, when I'm busy doing the cleaning. When I'm starting stuff tomorrow, eh? Oops. Need to just get that looking a bit better. We can have good enough or we can have perfect. And I like perfect. That's the girl I am. Have a good day, cracked raccoon. Well, my darling boy, and I shall see you tomorrow for more adventures. 32. Mm. You sleep well, my darling boy. We've got 12 more to get through, everybody. And then we're done. There will be no more ironing to do for any more customers. There's 12 more items to do, and we are done. And what a gloriously beautiful evening we are having here in our gorgeous little fairyland cottage. We were in a castle yesterday, now we're in a beautiful cottage by the side of the lake with the window outside, with the rain beating down. And you, my lovelies, I sat in the chair, the comfy chair that was by the side of the fire, and the two little people, Dexter and Monty, are sleeping gently on the rug in front of the fireplace. There is a nice hot cup of tea there for you, my darlings, for you to drink and to warm yourself while you sit by the fire. All you have to do is keep the tea coming and remember every now and again you need to put a log fire warm. Doesn't that sound wonderful? And we're listening to some beautiful music and you're feeling cozy and warm and also sleepy as you stay warm by the fire. Does that not sound absolutely glorious? That's supposed to be making you go to sleep, Raccoon. So I'm hoping it's working. You're sat by the nice warm fire with a hot cup of tea, and the cats are purring sleepily at your feet, and I'm stood doing the ironing, and you just want to close your eyes and go to sleep. You have had a long day, and you're feeling so tired. So rest your head on your bed and close your eyes. Now, if that ain't got you to sleep, next thing I'm going to use is a hammer. That will make you sleep. You can tell I've had some singing that I've had to do to my own children to get them to go to sleep. But yes, just the feel of the heat of the warm log fire and the want and the need to just rest your eyes for a few minutes while the rain pitter patters down on the window. And the shush 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 of the iron as it gently lulls you to sleep with its comforting sound. Going, everyone's going to fall asleep in a minute, and I don't blame you, my darlings, because I mean, even I want to go to sleep right now. Anyway, I do so hope you will be joining us for when we do our little movie-thon, and we will be watching Night of the Living Dead, or, as I like to think of it, Night E of the Dead. The laundry basket of doom awaits you all. Do join us. We'll be watching Night of the Living Dead, the original black and white 1969 version from George Romero, the godfather of the modern zombie film that we know today, where it all started off. Oh, I bet you can't wait. Do look out for the invite and do let us know if you will be attending and what you will be wearing. I, of course, the host, along with Alan and Cladders, and Will and Alan and Sharky. Yes, we will all be there taking part, wearing pajamas and dressing gowns. Won't that be fun? I would look forward to it anyway. Oh, I think we've just run out of water, my lovelies. Yes, it sounds like we have. Probably another 2 tanks to go. There we are. You're making good progress. Oh, oh. Well, that's good. We've got about another 12 items to go, another space note, and then we will be done with the day. So maybe another hour that everyone's got me here, maybe an hour and a half. But I think we'll probably be finishing around about the same time we normally do. But it's certainly a dark and stormy night. And I love the fact that we have got a stormy night behind us. Yes, that is why we are saying, come in, my darling weary travellers. Take a seat by the fire. Warm yourself with a cup of tea and tell me about your day. What have you been up to, my weary travellers? Where have you been? What have you seen? One weary traveller I would love to have seen today would be Sophie. I want to know that she's okay, so she can sit by the fire and just tell me a little bit about how her day has been. And I haven't seen Sharky in a long time. I hope he's doing okay. Sharky hasn't been by in a few days, has he? No, exactly. I'd like to know that Sharky's okay. I don't know where he is. It's always nice to catch up with him because he's such a sweet lad. It's quite a little family, really, isn't it, that we've got going here? Another space note. A happy, cosy little family with the cosy little adventures that we all go on. And we all come back and you tell me all about it. ICOS! Hello, my darling. Hello, take a seat by the fire in our beautiful little cottage. Dry yourself, my lovely, because you've just come in from a terrible rainstorm. And there's a hot cup of tea waiting for you. And you can tell me all about your adventures that you've been on today. And the kittens are asleep on the rug by the fire as well. And they're happy to see you too. Don't you think it looks a lot like the opening scene to Stephen King's The Mist? There we are. Can you see the window? Do you like it? The rainstorm? I'm already praying for the weekend to come sooner. Oh, bless you, darling. So where have you been today? And what little adventures have you been on? Oh, thank you. That is from my good friend Voodoo and another space note. Oh, bless you, darling. Thank you so much. So, what little adventures have you been on then today? Tell you who else we've not seen recently. Elsa. I've not seen her in a while. You should add rain noises. Hello, 200 wheels, darling. Hola, amigos. Hello, 200 wheels, my darling. Oh. If I added the rain noises, you might not be able to hear me talking to you. Yeah, you might not be able to hear me talking. So what are your plans for the weekend then, my darling? I should be doing lots of recordings so that you can have some wonderful things for Halloween. Yes, that's for me. I'm gonna be busy. Shoot. I'm gonna be very busy doing stuff for Halloween for you. Oh, I can't wait. I have to take your car for a scheduled service. Well, these things need to be done, my lovely. Especially as winter's round the corner. Have a fully working vehicle, don't we? Make sure it's roadworthy and safe. After all, we don't want you having an accident. Probably won't sleep the rest of the weekend away. You're not going to do a food shop, a meal plan for what you want to eat next week. Maybe you'd like to take a seat in the comfy chair and have me make a beautiful meal for you. If you could, what meal would you like me to make? What would be your favourite? That's such a mom thing to do, isn't it? Ask what your favourite meal would be and then go out and make it. That is such a mom thing. But that's me though. I am a mom and I'm from India, so I'd mostly do Indian dishes. Ooh, I could make you a really delicately flavored korma. Just that. Some delicately flavored pilau rice, homemade naan bread. There you go. Something comforting for you. Take away the weight of the world off your shoulders and come home to mother's kitchen where a nice meal awaits you and a comfy chair. And the kittens are glad to see you. A weekend's always a letdown for you. Oh, well, in our magical world where we can all be together. Oh, you will be joining us, won't you, when we do the live watching of Night of the Living Dead? Please tell me you'll be there. Friday's probably the best. Hmm. It seems that Friday at the moment is getting the most likes. So that's actually a good idea. We should do a poll um, another space note. Or what night would be the best night to do a movie watch along, and the best timings for it. Mm. Anyway, I am looking forward to it because I love a good horror movie. Mm, yeah, I think that would be the best night then. We'll just have to make sure that we get the timing correct when everyone's going to be around, and then we invite. I do so hope you'll turn up, everyone. We want to give you a beautiful evening, and you'll have to tell us what snacks you're going to bring as well when we're watching the movie, because you can't watch a movie and not have snacks. 'Cause that's, how it is, isn't it? You've got to have your fun. You've got to have lots of fun and have lots and lots of snackies. And make sure the cats have got a snack too, because that's important. Oh, Friday. Oh, 100% on Friday then. Mm-mm. Looks as though Friday could be a winner in another space up. We just now have to work out what time. We have to start getting an idea of who's going to be wanting to come to see it. Definitely. If you want to be invited, let us know in the chat, and then we can make sure that you are. Yeah, if you want to go, you've got to let us know. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then we can send out the invites. And I'm absolutely sure you're going to have a fantastic time. I mean, it's a classic. It's Night of the Living Dead. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Ooh, look, there's one of them now. What? Oh, oh, no, stop it, Bob. Till I've watched it a few thousand times. We're at Mother's graveyard. Stop it. Oh, oh, I tell you, it's been a long afternoon, hasn't it, my lovelies? Are you enjoying sitting by the fire, though? Don't forget, we need to put another log on the fire. You've got to keep it going. You have to keep the fire going and keep the tea pouring because it's a cold, wet night out there and the thunderstorm is raging. Oh, excuse me, everybody. I have to go and swap washing. Sorry, everybody. I had to just quickly next door and swap the washing. I'm back, my lovelies. Yes. So we're running a poll as to who wants to do what for what night is going to be best. And then let us know in the chat below if you want to go to watch Night of the Living Dead. which I absolutely adore, and it is hands down my favourite zombie movie that was ever made. I love it. It's a classic for a reason, and it's the reason for the season. Yep, thank you, George Romero, for making such an experimental film for its time and making it so damned fantastic that an entire generation, if they were to think of zombie movies, would mention you first. May your films live on, even if you couldn't, my darling. You are a legend, and everyone knows your name. They do. George A. Romero, the godfather of the goriest zombie movies. Awesome. We're still at 11 thumbs ups, so thank you very much to everyone who's given us a thumbs up. We do appreciate you so much. Only I voted. Oh, well, don't worry. Don't worry. Another space up. There will be others. They just need to know. They just need to get the message out there. I need to put a short. I need to put a short out with the Night of the Living Dead. Did it fix the poll? Yes, it did. It looks fantastic. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, I need to do a short with the Night of the Living Dead playing in the background, and I need to ask people if they could give us a thumbs up and let us know if they'll be wanting to join us for a live viewing. Yeah. How does that sound? Do you think that would be good? I'm always firing ideas at you, my lovely. Are you feeling upright, facing forwards and okay, first of all? Are you feeling any better this afternoon, or do you want to go to sleep? So we've been going 3 hours now. Blimey. Hey, I tell you what, we are having such a good time here that we just don't know that the time's slipping by that fast. I'll try to create, I might not do it right the first time, but I will try to create a proper short with Night of the Living Dead on. And will you boils and ghouls be joining us? I do hope you will. We're going to have such a good time. We're going to bring snacks and we're going to be wearing pajamas and we're going to be curling up in front of the telly or whatever we're watching it on. It might be a computer for some of you. I don't know, but it would be so cool if you were there. We'd really appreciate your company. And I'll be wearing my pink floppy slippers. So you've got to turn up just for that. Oh, we're just coming up to 5 to 3. I think everybody must be very busy today. We're all trying to avoid this rainstorm that's behind us. But yeah, I'll try to pop a little bit of a short together and do the zombie thing. Cracking. I've just gone and put another load on in the dryer. So that sounds like fun, doesn't it, everybody? I love my laundry room in the autumn and winter months. If you want a room where it's so cozy and so warm and really makes you sleepy, the laundry room is the place to be. Definitely. It'd be lovely if Sharky turned up as well. I have missed him. I hope he's been all right. I know Ellie. He has a lovely little puppy dog, and her name's Ellie, and she's a service dog for him. But she stood on a bramble and she hurt her paw, which was not good. So she had to soak her little paw in Epsom salts, and hopefully, bless her, she'll be doing all right. And also, Sophie, if you're there, my lovely, do let me know that you're okay. You left me a little bit sad yesterday, and I hope you're all right, my darling. It's the mum in me. I can't not ask that you kids are all right. I'm always watching out for you. I only ever want the best. Ooh, and I came up with another idea, another space note. How are you all fixed for a story time? A live reading of a Ray Bradbury story for the a night sometime in uh, in the 31 Days of Horror. Would you like me to read you a scary story when we do a live? Just one night, and I will do a scary story for you, and I'll do it live. Would you like that as an extra little treat for Halloween? You'll have to let me know in the comments below. I would be more than happy to read you a little story. I quite like Ray Bradbury. He needed some wonderful stories for October. So you'll all have to let me know if that's what you like. Because he had a thing for October, Ray Bradbury. It was his favourite time of year, and he did some of his best writing for October, believe it or not. And I do have the definitive Ray Bradbury short story collection that my beloved bought me when one Christmas all those years ago. It was when I'd had one of the girls, I think it was my youngest, and it was winter, and we weren't getting out a lot, and I was at home with the children, and he got me the book so that I could find time to sit down and unwind my mind and enjoy the love of reading again. Do you know, when you are searching for your future forever partner, marry the person who gets you as a person, right? If you are like me, you love books and you love to read, my husband knows this, and his love language for me is whenever he's passing a bookstore or he is near a charity stall and he sees some books, he will always go over and look through all the books that are on there and see something that's like apocalyptic, end of the world, or a horror book, or anything like that. And he picks it up and he brings it home and he hides it in the fruit and veg bag. And he knows that I'm going to go in to put the fruit and vegetables away. And it's always sort of nestled in there. And it's like, oh, and it's just the cutest thing. So find the one you love, and whatever it is that you love, and they know that you love it, they're always going to make sure that that is hiding in a bag, waiting for you. And I just think it's the most romantic thing. Some women like shoes, some love diamonds, some like handbags, perfumes, you know, nice dresses. Me, I like a good book. What does my husband say? You're a cheap date. Cheap gift. But he gets me. He understands me. And that is a wonderful thing. And that's why after 25 years, we're still married and still in love. So find that partner that gets you. And then when you get hold of him, hang on to him, right? Because a love like that doesn't come along very often. And we've had some wonderful years together. And we've got two beautiful children. and it's happiness, you know? The world can throw its slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, but as long as you've got a good heart and a bad side of yourself, you're going to be able to handle anything. Believe me, you will. You will handle anything. Life will always throw you surprises. And the thing is, you've just got to learn to roll with it. And it's never going to be easy. But my goodness, it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely. Right, I think we've just gone 3:05 and we're doing very, very well time-wise. We've got 4 items to do after this shirt's been done. So I think we'll be finishing on time. Won't that be lovely, everybody? And we've just got to wait for the drying to be finished, and then hooray, we can clean out the washer and the dryer. Great progress, everyone. Indeed it is. Thank you, Another Space. And I think we've had some wonderful company today, haven't we? In our stormy cottage by the lake. The kittens are still asleep. They must have eaten an awful lot. I think Dexter's still full, and all that turkey deli meat that he had. Oh yeah. The story I was thinking about reading you all by Ray Bradbury was called The Tumbling Day. And it's very atmospheric, is the book. And it's set in a very misty October type of land where everything is October. And it's called Tumbling Day. And if you're not sure about that, just Google it. I wish I had the time that I could put a link on my chat for you all so you could go and check out what a tumbling day is. But I don't have the time at the moment. I'm a bit busy with the ironing. I'll just try and type it out for you. Oh, hang on. There you go. So now you'll know what I'm talking about. But yes, I'd love to read. If you want me to, I would love to take the time to sit with you by a roaring fire while the rain's beating down on the window outside. And I read you The Tumbling Day. You'd like that. I just know you would. Yeah. We're coping very well. It's 10 past. Doggy the pug! Oh my goodness! Hello, sweetheart. How are you? I've not seen you in ages. Come take a seat. Tell me all about your day. Oh, my lovely, how have you been? What adventures have you been on? Have you had a good time? How's your little doggy? Are they good? Hello, my lovely one. I've seen your cat videos. Oh, bless you, doggy. Oh, well, that's little Monty. And some of them on there are little Dexter as well. How are you, my lovely one? Have you had a good day at school? Because you're just to finish, won't you? Is it raining where you are? Would you like me to read you a story, Dougie, later on for Halloween? I'm thinking about reading Tumbling Day for you all. It's quite a nice one by Ray Bradbury. Oh, there we have another flash of lightning. Oh, I love this stormy. Absolutely glorious it is. There we are. Nicely done. Beautifully pressed sleeve. Oh, Dougie, just so you're on, so you know, we're doing a live viewing of Night of the Living Dead. Would you like to join? It's the original one from 1969. You'll have to let me know. If you want to vote, you can do. We have a little poll that's going at the moment, asking what the best night would be to do the viewing. So let me know if you think Friday might be a good one. I'm more than happy to try and accommodate as many people as possible so that we get the time right. I would think a few of you are just finishing school, aren't you, my lovelies? So come by and tell the fairy all about your day. Hope you've had a lovely one and you've learned a whole lot while you've been at school. One more shirt to do after this and a pair of pajamas. And then, my lovelies, we've got through it all. We've done well. Basket high, and we've got it all done, and the customer will be very happy. And that's what we want, isn't it? We always want a happy customer. Well, I shall be going in a few minutes when I've finished the rest of this learning, and then we'll be packing it all day. It's getting up to 3:20, so I think we're coping brilliantly. Timing couldn't be better. Be going for over 3 hours, everybody, which I think is fabulous for the amount of laundry that was in the bag. Well, Sophie, if you are there, my lovely girl, do let me know before I leave. Otherwise, I'll miss you. I do hope you're all right, my love. Well, I think I'm starting to feel a bit sleepy with all this ironing as well, and that rain gently beating on the window. It's like it's very soporific, doesn't it? And if you don't know what soporific is, it's how rabbits feel when they eat nice lettuces. It can make them feel very sleepy. I think we're coping so well. Oh, just a pair of pajamas after this shirt and we're done. Hmm? Oh, guess what's on Netflix tonight? It's the 25th. It's Alice in Borderland, I believe, the third series. We really? Oh, I love a space, but that's wonderful. I think we've done great. You know what they say? Teamwork makes the dream work. How do you feel, another space nut? How's your day? Are you feeling good? I know you've not been very good this morning, but I hope as the day's gone on, you've felt a bit better. Feeling somewhat human today. That's really good. I'm glad. You need to get over the chest infection. Is it like a bit like bronchitis? Bronchial, that is the inflammation of the lungs. It's not good. I remember having to go 2 years ago, right now, 2 years ago, I was starting with a chest infection and I lost about 8 weeks, 9 weeks. I know that I was only just starting to feel a little bit better towards the middle of December, and I went down with it at the end of September. It was horrendous. I did not like it one bit. It was the year that I got going with this channel in 2023. So I did feel rough. I think having a chest infection and not being able to breathe is one of the worst things that possibly you could possibly go through. Definitely cannot recommend. Hashtag no stars. Hashtag do not recommend. Would you like to do another live one evening, another space note, where I would be reading a story, doing a live story of Ray Bradbury? What do you think? It's from about 1940 is the story, if I remembered correctly. I think we should perhaps do a little short and see if anybody would be interested in joining us. If if you're up and able to, you know, would be worth doing. Oh, sweetheart, I'm glad you think so. I love to read stories, especially with this background. It was so atmospheric. Or perhaps we could have a fireplace um, roaring in the background with the rain beating down on the window. What do you think? got an itchy nose today. Fireside Story sounds very cozy. And I mean, it's a Ray Bradbury, so it's going to be an absolute banger. This background has a fireplace. Awesome. I figured it would. And Dexter and oh, there it is, everybody. Tucked away in the corner. And we've got Monty. Yep, it is. And we've got a Monty and a Dexter curled up on a rug, fast asleep in front of it, full of deli meat and kitten milk, and sleeping away and having happy dreams. That fire looks very inviting, doesn't it, everybody? Mm-mm. Oh, yes, indeed it does. That's what we like. Cozy vibes. There we are. One last item, and then we're done. And I will have to say goodbye, loves. And I shall see you all when we come back another time. Hello, young man. You knew I'd be finishing soon. I knew I'd heard your pussycat paws. I'm ready now. I was in the kitchen. Oh, I hope it was going to get some food. Hello, my little monkey man. You come to visit me in fairyland. And now we have to finish learning on board. And eventually we shall go upstairs once more. I love to sing to my little cat. He has to listen to it because the deal is I'm a street dealer, so he has to listen to me sing. And I just know a song will pop into my head and pop out of my mouth just like that. Right, my lovelies, we have reached the end of the day. Like to thank you all so very, very much for joining. I truly hope you all had a lot of fun here in Fairyland with myself and another listener, and Alan, Bill, and Jeff, and Voodoo. Yeah, with all of us, I hope had a wonderful, wonderful day, even if it's been a long one. Here we are. Goodbye to the iron. Goodbye to the board. Goodbye. Goodbye to you all. There we are. I'd like to say